Hello everyone, happy Thursday and welcome to tonight's stream. We are jumping back into Horizon Zero Dawn to continue the story. We're going to head off into an unexplored part of the map and see what we can find with that next quest. So hopefully that goes well. Let me say hello to everybody and then we'll jump in. Let's see, we've got Kevin, Brian, Clinton, good to see you. Daniel, Wander, Christy, welcome. Pi and Lily are here. Sarah, good to see you. Let's see, K-Flow, welcome. Aaron, good to see you. I hope you all have had a good day. I'm very confused about what day it is. Not having day streams like every day is like a weird mix of I'm not used to the routine of this week. Hey Ricky, good to see you. I slept in again today and missed the bus stop, and I've officially decided that it's just because like everything feels weird. My husband's on vacation, so he's not getting up to go to work, which makes it not feel like a regular day. I don't know. I turned my alarm off at 6:25 because I was like, I'm just gonna watch this one little like thing on my phone, and it's 6:25 and I have to get up at 6:30. It's gonna be fine. And then I woke up at 7. It didn't go well. So we have to go over here. Go to the location that Silence indicated. So we're running through a little bit of an unexplored map section. We've still got 2 of these tall neck things. Oh, 3. So maybe we could go for one of these and see, or both of them, see if we can uncover the rest of the map. But for now, let's follow the path and see how we get. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's funny now, because now they're adjusted. They're like, we'll see you tomorrow morning at 7. I'm like, no, 6:30. But we want to drive.
Easy. Living here ain't easy.
Are they not old enough to walk the bus stop? No, they are not. It's a neighborhood bus stop, so it's a 30-minute walk. Oh yeah, this is where we gotta take the elevator. What do I call the elevator? This thing. Could they make it? Maybe. I don't love them having to walk across the intersection that they'd have to go across. But would I get them out the door with enough time to walk there in 30 minutes? Highly unlikely. Hey Mike, good to see you. Yeah, when I was a kid, the bus pulled up outside my house. I never really had to walk to a bus stop before. But was it last year? I didn't have a car for a week. And so I had to walk them in the morning. Actually, no, that's not true. My husband dropped us off in the morning. Then I had to walk back home from the bus stop by myself. And then in the afternoon, I had to walk the bus stop and then walk back home from the bus stop. And it was like 90 degrees and it was long and miserable, and I rented a car the next week because I didn't want to keep doing it. Those were such bad afternoons, Grisby. They really were. I paid for a rental car to not have to do it anymore. Hey Legion, good to see you. Her hair in this elevator is interesting. Like, are we really moving that fast but yet with no hair winds? I don't know, it's weird. Let's see. Thank you, Rabbit. Did I say hi? I don't think I did.
My family might still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
You've lost a dozen patrols beyond the...
We'll get the side quest. I have no intention of doing it right this moment, but we'll get the side quest. Hey, Russian, good to see you.
Tell me what happened to your family. Maybe I can help.
You're that Nora who saved the Sun King. You'd help my family? Oh, but it may be too late. By the sun, I fear they are all dead by now. I barely escaped alive. Machines. Vicious machines attacked my family's estate. Father sent me to get help.
His eyes are really twitchy. Your father's estate?
Tell me more about the estate.
My father owns a dozen quarries, and he's put his spoils into the estate. Fine tapestries, custom woodwork, silver fixtures.
But what about the people there?
Of course. Their lives are all that matter. My father and sister, plus a dozen guards and servants. I hope they survived.
What kind of machines? Where did they come from?
A Ravager. By the sun, how it cut down those guards, and a pack of watchers came with it. The Sun King warned us that he could no longer protect freeholds beyond the valley, but... well, Father never saw this coming.
Hate Ravagers.
I'll see what I can do about the estate.
You will? Oh, thank you. Oh, please, be careful. Those machines are deadly.
I mean, he was all about the loot. I can relate. Where is that? Right here. It's not that far away. It's okay, we're gonna stay on task. We are going to stay on task.
I bet those traitorous Oseram will just conveniently lose Derval and transport to Mainspeed.
Do I want to pick up a ride? How far are we going? It is kind of a long way. I could pick up a horse. Let's try it. There's some right there on the edge. It would help if I crouched. Here we go. This way, away. All right, now maybe we have a chance at riding past anything really terrible that I don't want to interact with. It's worth a shot. Ooh, loot. Okay. Carrying on. I had to stop for the loot, though. One of our tasks might need to be going to try to do the tall neck things. Ah, that's not a fun one. Alright, let's see if we can run through it. I don't know if we can. I ran something over.
Always watching.
Go, go! Don't stop! I mean, I stopped, but... I think they gave up. They're still actively pinging me. Need to go this way. There's a person in here. We're gonna save real quick. Just in case. Oh, that's a scrapper. I thought it was a person. It is a scrapper. Okay. Hey, you know what? That could have been worse. Good thing I had my sneaky armor on. Hey, where's my horse? There you are. I've completely lost track of our mount's name, so I'm relying on you guys. Whatever you tell me it is. Where am I going? I don't think this is it. No, it's most definitely not. It's that way. Okay. There's the marker. I couldn't see it on the compass for some reason. This is yum yum sauce? Okay. It's doing the thing where the marker's like freaking out on the map. I think because I'm on the wrong side of the water, I need to go back around. Try to get on the road. across the big water when maybe I didn't need to. Okay, hold on. I'm here. I need to be over there. Why is this so much harder than I feel like it should be? Like, why? Why? Chris, do you call them sauce packets because they don't last very long? My mounts never do. Alright. No, see, this is just going to try to take me back across the water. I'm going the wrong way. There should be a bridge. Do you see a bridge? This is useless. Okay, around to the campfire. Charger. What's a charger again? Oh, those are chargers. Okay. Now I'm going entirely the opposite of the right direction. I don't know why I'm struggling with this so much worse than normal. Like, for real. We're following this path. We need to angle this way, not that way. This is good. Cross the water. Okay. And then up that. Oh, because we have to climb. I see it now. I see it. Yep, so we're leaving Yum Yum sauce behind. Because it wants me to climb up here. I probably could have done it if I'd come this way. Like up this path. But that's not what we did, so... Bye, buddy! We left him parked in the water, too. That was not my nicest. Okay, here we go. It's fine. He's fine. It's a good thing she mostly does this automatically. I would spend a lot of time falling to my death. We're in a waterfall. This feels like it should be particularly difficult. And we're crisscrossing the waterfall, which seems incredibly unnecessary. There we go.
Keep quiet now.
Look alive.
Why? Why do I have to be quiet? Wait, are these bad guys? No, it's a regular campfire. Who are you? Why don't you show up on my scanny thing? None of these people show up on my scanny thing. It's like they don't exist. Weird. I can't talk to them. Purely decorative. Weird. It would take a lot of finger strength, huh? Are there fish here? There are fish here. I think I still need fish for anything necessary. I mean, I have things that take fish, but... Wait, are you kidding me right now? Really? Game? This is what it wants me to do? Are you serious? It's gonna loop me all the way back around this water. I have no words. That can't be necessary. We should be able to get here. And then back over there. This is pretty. This jungly area probably means something terrible is going to appear. Yeah, alright, so we just gotta go across here. It's not so bad. Long leg sights. Turkey. Ooh, metal flower. Coming right by this one.
Well, why not?
Pick up a new ride right there, but I think we're here. So probably not worth it. It'd be another very quick ride. Alright, let's see. Again with it wanting me to... I don't know. I don't love where the marker's pointing to. It's making me feel like maybe I'm going the wrong way. Look at these roots. That's cool. No, we're on the right spot. Okay. Alright, game. Trying to confuse me. What happens to all our mounts that we just abandoned? Eventually, either our control over them wears off, because that doesn't last forever, or they die. But mostly they get tired of waiting for us and they turn back wild and go back to their families. And they live there, happily ever after. Until someone comes along and slaughters them.
Aloy.
Ooh.
You're very close now.
I was wondering when you'd speak up.
There's a sheer rock wall just ahead. Look close and you'll find handholds leading up.
Oh, really? And who put those there,
What a random merchant.
Right. Why would I expect an answer?
Like, what a random merchant. She's in the
So
middle of
much more
nowhere.
exciting to keep it all a mystery. Crash the Eclipse focus network, he said. So how are we gonna do that? Oh, wait. I forgot. We won't. I do all the dangerous stuff. You just listen in.
I love that she's giving me a little recap. Just in case I forgot, which is actually super helpful because I did forget what we were doing. Like, I completely forgot we were going here to crash their focus network. Hey, Toby, good to see you. Handholds.
There are the handholds.
Oh, yeah.
Right where you said they'd be. Did you get that, Silence? No? Fitting name you got there.
Ah, because he's silent, get it?
All right. What now?
Campfire.
Wait, that's what. Take a seat at the campfire and rest. When night falls, we'll talk.
At least I'll have a fire to keep me company. How nice of you to finally drop by.
Our purpose this night is to crash the focus network.
Yeah, tell me the part I don't know. How?
For starters, you'll need to infiltrate the Eclipse's main base.
Wait, what?
That's right. Fortunately for you, I brought you round to the back way. It's right through that crevice. Once you reach the base, you'll see the objective. A derelict tall neck that's been extensively modified. Climb the tall neck. Grafted into the top of its disk, you'll find a module of sorts. Destroy that, and the focus network will crash.
So you were part of the Eclipse.
I've never been part of anything. I serve my own interests, always. But it is the case that I assisted the Eclipse before I sensed the threat they might become. It was a mistake that I'm doing what I can to correct.
What sort of assistance did you give them?
Head through that crevice, Aloy. You have more important things to do than ask questions.
We just, like, got up in the face of a hologram. And we didn't like the information from the holograms, so we tried to intimidate him.
Gonna be tight.
It's also dark.
Corrupted machines. Patrolling like guards.
More like soldiers. Held in reserve for a war yet to come. You'll have to get past them.
This is the easy way in?
The back way in. I didn't say it'd be easy.
Alright, let's see. The little guys are gonna be easy. The birds are less fun. But they're, corrupt versions. I want him to wander back over here so I can, like, silent kill him. At least the first one. Is that all we've got? Birds, birds, watcher. Okay, they're curious.
I can get out of this.
Can these ones see me? I can never remember. If the, like, certain machines can see you. Nope, that one can. You know what I should do? Is take my corruption resist. Why are they not... Like, they're not coming after me. I don't know, it's weird. Oh man, I jumped right into that. I can see this one in the haze. Go sneaky again. The other bird's still just up there, chilling. Yeah, we are wearing our sneaky armor in this game too. Versus our protection armor. Is that the tall neck we can hear? Like, what's the stompy stomping? It's gotta be the tall neck, right? Very loud and stompy. Alright, let's see. We're going that way. I don't have the perk that lets me shoot the bird from the thing, I don't think. No, I can't shoot down at the bird from the rope. I never did that one. But I might be able to do it from the platform. I was just debating whether I wanted to fight the bird first and then climb up here. These birds don't really fly. I mean, they jump. There we go.
They're scanning for me.
Who is? A scrapper. A scrapper. Alright, that could be worse. If I jump down there, I can get back up, right? I want the loot. I have to have the loots. Oh yeah, there's bird poop ledges. There's ledges.
Back to
Hey,
your
Crafter.
business.
Scrappers aren't bad either. I'll definitely take the corruption stuff in advance this time. Oh, I'm on the ground.
Explosions in the distance.
Pay that no mind. Doesn't concern you.
Make sure that's still all I've got. It is, however, there are a lot of them. Forgot they shoot stuff. Can these guys see me in the bushes? I can never remember. Stop running. Go. The rest of them are definitely staying settled over there. Hey, Chill, happy birthday! Welcome. Silence seems super sus. I agree.
Okay. You're okay.
Our inner dialogue is a lot weirder now that we know that there's someone listening to us at all times.
Pass the test.
I missed. The one's over there. Gotta have been one. Well, two. I had 2 arrows queued up. Take the health stuff back. Wonder if she takes off the focus when she needs to use the bathroom. I mean, yeah, especially knowing he's like watching what we're doing too. Good points. 2 arrows right to their back tank is perfect to get those guys.
Getting close now. Head for that ridge.
Sure there's nothing scary here waiting to get me.
The tall neck's just over this ridge. You'll see it when you reach the top. Now be ready to act fast. You need to get in and get it done before they raise an alarm.
Sure.
Here we go.
Oh, cutscene.
You getting this? I see the legs of a tall neck down there, but no tall neck.
Damn. The transmitter has been moved. Check down the ravine to the left. Only place it could be.
So much for your insider knowledge. Toward the explosions. Great.
You've got exactly 1 shot at this, Aloy, so spare the sarcasm and make it count. You see that bridge over the ravine?
Yep.
Memorize its location. There's a rappel point on the side. That'll be your way out.
And these Eclipse troopers?
Avoid them or kill them, your choice. The blasting should cover any noise you make. Find the tall neck and destroy the module on top.
I did get dad voiced.
Here we go.
It's been so long since I set eyes on
Okay, so we're going for sneaky. However, you guys know I'm really bad at sneaky, so...
I want to fight for Shadow, not play in the dirt.
We are gonna light them on fire. I could use like rocks and stuff.
Got you located.
Do you?
I'm coming for you.
Get out of the line of fire!
Ah, all I see is rock.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, and I just...
Vanished like a stalker.
This fire's great.
Is there fighting up ahead?
No. It's a mining operation. So long as you're quick, it won't affect you.
Oh good, another secret.
Let's use a health potion so we can pick that one up. Hey, Eddie, good to see you. All this loot we get now, because they're dead. If the long neck legs are down here, or tall neck, or whatever, how's its head walking around over there? That part feels curious. Wait. Am I not supposed to be going down here? Oh. Oh, do I have to go deeper and then come back to go down this thing to get out? Got it. I thought we had to go down and then work our way back down the ravine. We have to go down the ravine and then come back. Ooh, look at all those things to scan over there. We're eating a pig.
Save this for later.
Take the health potions. There's like a ton of little lore
What
points
is
in
this
here.
place?
A distraction.
There are several data points.
When sleep refuses to come, I think of our wedding night. How you welcomed me to the marital bed. How after, when you fell asleep, I lay there watching your delicate face.
Creepy.
For all its beauty, I detested its fragility.
Even more creepy.
A rage swelled up inside me. I abhorred that bed, how its softness threatened to swallow us up. And that room, the stench of incense, the fine embroidery of the drapes, all of it weak.
What?
I slipped from the bed, threw open the casement, and lay naked on the stone floor, determined to spurn all seductions of comfort. But when I woke the next morning, you lay beside me, naked as I in the cold. Your body, stretched beside mine, seemed chiseled from stone. I saw you wake, instantly alert, like an animal ready to strike.
This is very weird.
You said nothing. You did not have to. Already you had shown me beyond doubt that we were meant to be.
This guy sounds like a serial killer. Without pity.
Never does the sun show pity. And yet, when my wife died in birthing, and in dying ended the life of my child unborn, I pitied myself.
That's sad.
My lord sensed this. But instead of casting me down for weakness, he cast upon me a radiant beam of honor. He ordered my kin buried in the sacred caves reserved for royals and heroes. Unimaginable. Never again would I doubt that I am the chosen of the sun. Never again would pity find a place in me. Not for myself or another.
This is a roller coaster. Chosen of the sun.
When I first set eyes on the buried shadow, I trembled. Was I not the chosen of the sun? A blazing light of faith to shred and scatter darkness? Was it not my place to destroy this devil? But High Priest Bahavas instructed me in the prophecy and set right my frame of mind. The murder of the true Sun King broke the cosmic cycle short of completion. The whole world cast into darkness, doomed. To resume and turn the wheel of time would require more than sun and faith. All forces must combine, all halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, night to day. Even a buried shadow wants the wheel to turn, for without a sun in the sky, there can be no shadow.
Okay. Meridian's Fall.
My lord, the 13th king of the Karja Sundom was murdered. Cut down by cowards who mistook firm rule for madness. Ever the strong are beset upon by the weak. So he said, as the traitors launched their assault. As their cannons forged by Oseram filth toppled the battlements and burst the gates. I would have fought to the end. But it was his will, the will of the sun, that I lead the prince and queen into the west, to safety. My lord did not hesitate.
He saw his fate. He looked into the sun, and he did not blink. With me, he sent kestrels, nobles, sun priests, and slaves. Killing all that stood in the way, I carved a path to Sunfall. There, we joined others to gather the strength to take back our home. But our strength only faded until the buried shadow was brought to light.
Okay. Ceremonial armor.
Alert. Irregular transmission source detected.
This armor. There's only one man big enough to wear this. Helis.
I mean, we've been listening to him this whole time.
This is his shelter? Not exactly fancy.
What would you expect of a fanatic? His only extravagance is his brutality.
So you know him?
Just enough to want to stop him.
I feel like maybe we were... Well, no, because the wife story made sense, the direction we went around the circle. But it seems weird that we found his armor after and then got this little thing. Oh, this one doesn't have a voice thing? Oh, yeah, it does.
So long as King Itamen languishes at Sunfall, coddled by his mother, he will never learn the true lessons of the sun. I have tried to instruct him, but the shadow of his mother's influence is upon him. I took him to the palace balcony to behold an offering of sacrifice in the ring, but he showed no thirst for it. He averted his gaze. Look to the sun, I told him. Do not shield your eyes. In all things, it is absolute. One day, it nurtures life, and the next, scorches life away. It burns the skin of champions and wretches alike. Never does the sun show pity. That is the example a Sun King must follow. The example of your father. But before my instruction could take hold, she was there, clutching him to her robes, burying his face against her breast. How is a king to rule when he cannot even see?
Sure. Push. Push. There we go.
Did it. He's a fanatic, all right. Single-minded.
It gives him a focus that you seem to lack. Now how about finding that tall neck?
Wow.
It would have been easy to drag a tall neck down this path. Why bother?
Just find it and get to the top. Destroy the module and then get out fast as you can.
Sure is a lot of blasting up there. Sounds busy.
Busy enough not to notice you, let's hope.
I see it. They've built some kind of structure around it.
Climb it. The sooner this is done, the better.
I don't like this. Feels wrong.
Everything here is wrong. Just get to the module and destroy it.
I don't know about him. How do we get to the next section? You can see the ladder there. Can I jump up there? Thought maybe I could jump up here, but I can't. Well, I mean, I can, but it doesn't help me. Oops. Oh, maybe that part was just a trick. It's not very well guarded. Yeah, this is super sketchy. And we're gonna have to run back out of here?
I see the module.
Good. Now be quick.
This is Hades?
Aloy, this is not the time.
It's a metal devil.
Open the module's casing, now. Aloy, do as I say or all is lost.
Ooh. Ouch. Uh-oh.
Entity has come here. Entity miscalculated.
Uh-oh.
Entity cannot destroy me. I am beyond its reach.
Maybe you are. But this isn't!
This was intense.
Destroy the entity.
Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. Cutscene. I think this is a cutscene. I mean, I'm assuming at any moment it's gonna not be a cutscene, and then I'm gonna have to like run.
Keep moving or you'll die.
This looks easy.
Keep moving.
Listen, I'm
yeah, you
going.
think? What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap?
I don't do well under pressure, creepy guy. Oh, like that. Whoops. Aw, we can see my little feet. I just full on ran right off that edge. Can we like put that away and take out my bow so I'm not looking so weird?
Talk about a brave trail.
Now I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, you think? What do you
where
think I'm doing?
supposed to
Taking
go
a nap?
here. No, come on, jump. Oh, up.
No way.
Then over. There we go. There we go.
Almost out of it.
Oh, hi, Mr. Fox.
Come on.
Run, don't fight.
Wait, where am I running?
Are you kidding me?
Head left towards the camp.
Got it. Almost there.
No, no.
The whole base is on high alert.
Yeah, I noticed.
Keep moving. Watch out, more eclipse.
I'm running,
Bridge
I'm
in
running.
sight.
There's too many to
That's
fight.
the way out.
I'm running.
I know.
Ah, push the button. We did it. Oh no. Well, we survived. That was part of the story. Why does he call me the entity?
Rough going, but you survived.
This guy.
You knew Hades was there and you sent me to him?
I won't deny I risked your life, but it was the only way. Now, with the focus network down, we can both get what we want. Access to the secrets of Zero Dawn.
I'm past trusting you with secrets.
I hope we meet him in person so I
Good.
can punch him.
That means you're wising up. Trust is for fools. It shifts and crumbles like sand. A poor foundation for any partnership. But mutual self-interest, now that is a solid bedrock upon which you and I might build a new science of understanding. We both need answers, Aloy. And thanks to you, we're on the verge of grasping them. Let's unfold. We'll speak again.
You miserable... Damn him. If I could toss this focus
Just get an achievement for reaching level 40.
But we both know I need it. Sunfall it is. And Zero Dawn.
Sunfall, then Zero Dawn. Okay, heal ourselves. I'm still saving my point, so I need the third one because the point I was going. Oh no, that is 3. Oh, because I got one for doing the quest. I was doing the one to take our mods back off. That's what I was saving for. Okay, so go to Sunfall is way up here. Okay. I mean, we can actually get pretty close to that if we quick travel to here. We can scooch right in. What's that? I don't know what that symbol is. I don't know what that is. What does it even look like? What does that look like? I decide, like, what side's the head? Huh. Well, I guess we're probably gonna find out. Because I don't know what it is. Which is probably a bad sign. Looks like a lady laying on her stomach with her legs bent up. I can see that. I feel like this is like a what do you see in the clouds moment. But I can't decide which side is the front. Like the others are pretty clear, right? Like you can tell, you know, the ones that look like horses and the ones that look like sheep and the bulls and the giant T-Rex looking thing. You can tell what they are. Their pictures make sense. Yeah, like a Rorschach test. But I don't know what that one is. How many machines have we yet to see? Let's look. If we go to our machine catalog, there are 2 that we have not come across. Plus 1 in the frozen area. Okay, so it's one of these 2 things. Gotta be. I definitely don't see the symbol here. But yeah, look, the rest of these really clearly look like animals. You can tell what they are. I don't know what that thing is. What are we gonna do? Up and over. No, this is the path. Could stop and get another mount, but I would probably lose it shortly. It's a flaming pile of wood. At least it's daylight, so whatever it is, we'll be able to see it. Okay, those are just birds and stuff. Striders. Nothing crazy. A bunny. We startled the strider, but that's okay. Okay, you know what? I didn't want to kill you. Now you left me no choice. didn't want to do that. Those Ravagers? Those look like Ravagers. But that's not the Ravager symbol. Or maybe they're tramplers. I can see the little thing. There's a campfire before it, so, you know, that can only mean warm, fuzzy things. Only warm, fuzzy things happen when there's a strategically placed campfire. Oh! Did you see it? Is it going in the ground?
Okay, Aloy, now what?
Whoa! Rock breaker? Yeah. It comes in and out of the ground. Can it get me up here? Oh, there's more than one. This is weird. It's like Tremors. Yeah, honestly, the stones don't hurt that bad. Alright, so maybe we switch to these. I want to try and hit the green stuff. There we go. They're like whales jumping out of the ocean, except it's dirt. Yeah, we're barely hurting them though. What are they weak to? Take a moment. Digging arms, weakness to frost. Okay. We're not using that bow. We could. I could re-equip that bow. The one that has the frost arrows and stuff. This one. I doubt it's gonna make a big enough difference. Like, they don't do very much damage. I'd have to be able to, like, switch really quickly. They look like seals, not worms. Like, they look like seals. Alright, that hurt a little bit more. I take out their digging arms. Will they get stuck above ground? Probably have to take out a lot of digging arms. butt panel when they go under. That helps too. I missed the butt panel on that one. Oh, I missed. What's it doing? Where's the other one? Oh, there you are. Yeah, definitely seals. There we go. That one's almost dead. You gotta keep getting hits on that thing on its back. Come on. Stick your back up. That one's dead. Now I only have to do this one. Go. Well, that was long and drawn out. Let's go loot these. Spear damage coil. The purple one. That might be better than what I've got. Check. I wouldn't want to.
Like it's under my skin.
I wouldn't want to fight one of those on the ground, though. Imagine fighting one of those guys on the ground. That's not a medicine thing. I definitely have to re-up my medicine pouch. Are you medicine? You look like medicine. Oh, I can't get it. It's in the rock. Ooh, is this a, what is this? I was gonna say it's a blue gleam, but we're in the wrong place for that. Do you think it was like a... one of those rock breaker poo piles? Because it sank into the ground. And it looked like it might have been a metal poo pile. I'm thinking of the big dung piles in Starfield that we still haven't found what leaves them everywhere. There are a lot of machines around and not a lot of cover. Whoa! That was a really abrupt change in weather. Like, really abrupt change in weather. It's pretty out here, though, now that it's not, death-like. Huh. I'm gonna kill this guy because he's in my way, and I think we're only going right over there. What? Oh, okay, that's just a trampler. That trampler looks a lot scarier. Speaking of scary things, I should make sure that all of my ammo is back. Use these. Listen, I didn't want to kill you. Really? That barely touched him. How did that barely hurt? I hit him right in the horn. That's what happened there. All you had to do, guys, was stay over there. I was just trying to walk past. Hey, Paul, good to see you. Is there a vantage point over here? I would love to see, like, what this used to look like. There's one way over here. Like, over there somewhere. Tramplers, evil birds.
Be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
Razors, more scary birds. A bunny? I'm gonna go with running on by and hoping to get away with it. These trees look a little out of place. Ooh, campfire. Razors, scary bird. I feel like it's just suddenly random pine trees.
I'll find a use for you.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this, Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Are these people friendly? They seem friendly. They have side quests for me. Oh, that's crafting. Another campfire. Oh, he looks sad. Oh.
What do you suppose is happening in Meridian right now? Feasting, I wager. Seeing the sun gives me hope. For a minute.
These people look rough. They're refugees. Yeah, I was trying to talk to you about your side quest. Oh, is this one with the side quest?
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
We have, like, pockets full of healing
Keep
stuff.
the moon from your brow.
Like, couldn't we just give her some? Yeah, that's over here.
You know the worst part?
That would be too easy if we literally just
What? I'm just
gave them our stuff. I would share with a sick little kid. She's just a little kid.
Squirrel!
I would save the little kid.
I could have sworn Sunful was more crowded just a few weeks ago.
Leave it to me to
Go to the Citadel courtyard. Oh, here we go. Oh. Wait, what's that?
The Sun Ring. The proud tradition of the Carja.
It's not like this in Meridian. At least.
Give them time. I'm sure they miss it.
That's the last one we haven't seen. Okay, so now I just got the achievement for seeing all of the animals. Whoa. Oh, that's gonna be fun. You know, at some point I'm gonna end up fighting one of those. It machine gun throws rocks and uses telekinetic powers to pick up rings of them. Okay, anyway. Where are we going from here? Over there?
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about? Did I crack?
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
Who are we, bounty hunters?
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Carja are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
We're in a whole little group of bounty hunters. Oh, cutscene. What is happening on that throne?
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King. The light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
Aw, he's just a little kid.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside? I'll be waiting.
Kinda busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
I like her outfit.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring.
Go to the grand balcony.
The Kestrels. Ah! They want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
This is insane.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Wait, am I supposed to be on that one? Oh no, this one's locked off. Okay, no, I am supposed to be there. That does look like a very far drop. I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, right here. Never mind. Got it. Oh, no.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
Oh wait, was I supposed to come all the way down here?
I see you've been here before.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to get across.
Obviously.
I have to do this.
It's very important that you hear what I'm about to say.
I knew we were
I've
coming
shown
here.
you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
No whining?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Well, I mean, we should be good. We've got all our ammo. We've got all our weapons. I think we're good. I am very whiny. Here we go. Yeah.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. Malfunction. Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. So by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
That will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
So much to learn. The thing about this game too is if I do stumble into the end game, if I stumble into like the final mission, you can keep playing after. So we're not actually locked out of going back to finish the collections and side quests and all the random stuff, even if I do like stumble into finishing the story.
Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Okay, so this was another incident. From lounge staff to admin, this morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as the staff who serve on the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we have already requested, we need human translators fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well-behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond. See anything else? Oh, here's one. We need support too from the mailroom. Reception staff continues to require additional support managing ZD candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened or confused. Some are highly agitated. These are not the sort of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators. The laying bots are not sufficient. And mild sedatives for the extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these mails. They're being ignored. Healing mushroom. That's a great sign.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
No way the beverages and snacks are going to be good anymore. Oh, look, it's like a... interview cubicles. Restock or else. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of the organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varietals, I'm going to lose it. Please respond, and this time no tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes. Supply crates. I learned that the game continues because my husband finished this game completely, and he loaded back in to go back and do side stuff, and the main game ending quest was reactivated, and so he was freaking out about why his game didn't save. But that's how this game handles it. It like rolls back to as if you hadn't done that quest, and you just get to keep playing. Did I actually read that thing? So technically you can do it like over and over again. Soundproofing. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn in the lounge. Just a thought. Couches and chairs.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Ooh, I hope that message is up and running. That's how Cyberpunk does it as well. That's good to know. Okay, so that door is blocked.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
I want to see the theater. Ooh, cutscene, okay. Alright.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. 0 Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
How much of this do you think Aloy really understands? Given their feeling on, like, the ancient technology and, like, the way they live in tribes, how much...
Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Because, like, obviously we understand it, but how much of this do you think she's processing? That's where we came in. There's nothing else in here. Let's go through the door. This feels like a Disney ride. Into the thing, watch the thing, into the next room, watch the next presentation. Oh, where does that go?
They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
I want my fire thing back.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Oh. Now light some people on fire.
Show yourself! Sharpen my arrows!
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible. But it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Okay, so these are not just scientists. It's like a variety of types of people. Are we thinking like cryogenic sleep? That still doesn't match unless they somehow stop the robots, though. Like, they would have to be able to stop the robots. in order to preserve people and bring them back. Can't get a line on any of these people. They're in like the other room. That one's right there. But again, can't really okay. Was that a window, though? That's a window. They need to come to this door, and I need to preferably not fall down.
The girl doesn't fall for here.
They care about that rock? I figured it was worth a shot. Alright. Aboard. We gotta get down. We'll get down and maybe fire blast them. My attention span and patience have ended. Ooh.
Is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people, they feed off them?
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing, dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution, liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pike wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor!
This guy needed the sedative.
You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
He needed the sedative.
Want to discuss?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty, too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey,
this guy sounds
I
like...
don't suppose you got real coffee in this place.
Oh, what's that actor's name?
Blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed.
Oh, I can picture him.
Go.
Matthew McConaughey, yes, that's who he sounds like. Thank you, Russian. So he was some kind of criminal, yet he was an alpha grab. Interesting.
You previously worked for Pharaoh Automated Systems.
On the chariot line self-replication routines?
I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped
he was a hacker.
Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Yeah, he feels guilty. Alright, so... anything else to scan? No? Okay. Can I pick this one up? Oh, it's my rock! It's like, what is this? It's my rock. I'm gonna see... Oh, do I have to fight them? Can I just go through the door? I mean, I'm gonna fight them, but...
It's worth it. I'll do that tomorrow. That hurt.
No, I had to load it!
Guide this.
We're too close to let tribal crypto stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
Oh, nope. Try to loot. More data ports? Or was he talking about the other data ports? Here we go.
Let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
He needed a sedative too. But clearly, people are still here. Where does that go? Like, there are still people on this planet, clearly. I'm gonna get myself lost. I don't think I'm supposed to be going this way. Where does this come out? Oh, back over here? We went full circle. Okay. Counselor guidelines. Candidates must be allowed to ask questions and be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they have received. It is important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh Plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the swarm, and unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbit, lunar, or undersea structures, so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Candidates should only be cleared to proceed to Presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note that real-time support will be available via your focus. Security and medical crisis teams are data corrupted. In other words, they're going to ignore you. We just learned that.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Yes, I want to know as well. Hey, JJ, good to see you. Alright, we gotta go to viewing room 2. Well, first I gotta make sure that I didn't miss any. We missed this one.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Harris said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Okay, that one's done. Have I heard that mods are coming out for Starfield? Yeah, JJ, I have. I'm imagining they're going to be pretty good. Maybe not right away, but that game is going to end up with some crazy mods for it. I don't think I'll play modded at all, just because I want to play it the real way first. But I might on a second playthrough. Hey Bender, good to see you. Alright, let's see what Viewing Room 2 has. This is going to be Elizabeth Sobex, I think, right?
CDO2 data intact. Initiating playback.
Oh, here we go. Oh, cutscene, okay.
Elizabeth Sobex.
Paying attention.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness.
Oh.
What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Oh.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life, for us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Aloy knows the important questions. Those are all the things I was wondering as well. So that's really cool. They let it all die because I was the whole presentation, I was like, but the robots are still going to kill everything. What are you going to do about that? But that's what they did. They let it all die. The AI robot kept processing the deactivation code and then did it all. Who took care of the babies? That's my next question. They're like robot moms out there that like took care of the respawned human babies. I hope we get an answer to that too. Make your selection. You are now in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn. Classified far above top secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. Participation. You will be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You will be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week and your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family, or 2 persons of your choosing, will be transferred to the Elysium sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Oh, so they did keep a sealed habitat. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you will be confined indefinitely. You will be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will not be permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Pharaoh Plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. Okay. Medical euthanasia. The information you have just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may instead opt for participation or confinement. Please notify a counselor when you are ready to make your choice, or if you have further questions. I mean, harsh, but makes sense. I was hoping this would be one that talks to me. Okay, more reading. It is vitally important that candidates choose to participate in Project Zero Dawn voluntarily and knowingly, without additional coercion and without value judgment on the part of the counselor. Confirm for candidates that they were selected due to their skill sets and accomplishments. Emphasize that their dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase the project's chances of success. Frame participation in Zero Dawn as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of an overwhelming threat. Candidates may question the fairness of their selection. Validate such objections as normal, even admirable responses. Emphasize the value of candidates' expertise to the future, not just for humanity, but terrestrial life as a whole. Likewise, candidates may balk at the morality of extending their lifespans and those of loved ones beyond 0 day. Validate their hesitation. Acknowledge that while the reward of Elysium is not fair, it will be earned. If possible, redirect their ethical misgivings towards greater commitment to the project. When candidates challenge the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn, permit them to review Dr. Sobek's presentation as many times as they wish and allow access to supplemental articles through... allow them to suspend the interview to fully process this documentation. A significant minority of candidates will elect for medical euthanasia. It is important to receive this decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them of the 48-hour waiting period, during which counselors will be available to discuss their decision. Emphasize that euthanasia will not occur without repeated consent when the procedure is scheduled to take place. No one will be euthanized against his or her will. Candidates who elect indefinite detention must be informed that they have 48 hours to reverse their decision, after which the decision, data corrupted, but we already know from the last one that it is irreversible. Okay. An interview. It's going to talk for me.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. Isn't it just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom? I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
Yeah, he was really desperate for that atonement. Justifiably. Alright, healing mushroom. Healing mushroom. There's a lot of healing mushroom. That could be bad. Did I miss anything? see any. Central projects.
Intruder! Get her!
Oh no!
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Alright, they all have skulls. Ah, let's go back and get the big gun. Nope, wrong way. We have fire and we have whatever this thing is. How did those people get in there? The little fire thing doesn't really reload. I don't know how it works, because if you look, we have 40, but it says 9 out of 31. R doesn't reload it. I don't know if we can just randomly reload this thing. If we can, I haven't figured it out. That's why the reload acts really weird. Room? Oh yeah, they did. I'm shooting at nothing.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
First we have to loot, because priorities. Nope. I'm gonna have a pile of these now. But really, where did these guys come from? The vents? Why couldn't we have come through the vents? Although, no, I take that back. I wouldn't have wanted to.
Looks with me.
Will you stop? I want you to put it down, not pick up the other one. Wow, 6 traps. That guy had 6 traps on him. Did I miss anything? There is one over there, and one over there.
Got too much already.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural to be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
I like this guy less the more he talks. The longer he talks, the less I like him.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now? And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Now, I don't mean to knock her participation or anyone in these sections. And I do want to say, total side note, I'm talking myself right into a side note. I do like that we got their initial interview and now we get their thoughts. Like, it's the same people and we're seeing, like, their progression through this process. I like that they did that. Now, back to my original thought. 80 hours a week for months and months and months to... Because I'm guessing they're part of Apollo, right? The whole, like, knowledge of everything in the world downloaded so that we can all learn from it, blah, blah, blah. Is that really going to take that long for these people? I mean, like, they need to be here, obviously. It just seems like people with those specialties are going to be chilling a lot earlier than everyone else. I just don't think it'll take 18 months for them to do their part.
Stocking up.
Anything else? Are we missing one? I feel like we might be missing one. Can we go through here? Nope.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe, anyway.
Yeah, the detail in, like, their thought process and their decisions, it's really cool. I like that they did it. I guess for the knowledge aspect, you're right. Like, other than their opinions, which would be important, it does seem like the people that need to design the system make sense. But after that, like,
keep that
download the knowledge that we have, right? Like, convert the textbooks or something and just save them. I don't know.
Here we go. Another one of these.
It is a cool idea, though, that they included that part. I mean, obviously it went horribly wrong because...
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out. Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Okay, so it's upside down. So this
maybe
one...
there's a storage area nearby.
Yeah, maybe there's a storage area nearby. I'm guessing maybe this one opens the storage area? This one's right. Okay, left, up, left. Left, up, left, down, right.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
What door is it leading me to? There's two doors. Oh. I threw a rock. I was trying to hit B. I hit F. That tricky F key. Good thing I wasn't punching anything. Nothing interesting. We do have a ladder. 2-story storage. Okay, we're above this stuff now.
Found one. Looks intact.
Okay. Now we have to follow the other one. But first, loot. Oh, I wanted to jump down.
That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
So, up. No, down. Backwards. Up. Left. Down. This is mind trippy. Hey, Swanee, thank you so much. Right? Yeah, at least it wasn't grenade. And then down. Okay, that was wrong. Down,
well, at least
left.
it was a rock, and not a grenade.
Oh, this would be up.
Going through a door, with an innocent person on the other side. Not saying
that did it.
There we go.
Just
door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
There's something over there. Scanned that one already. Yeah, good thing it's not a grenade. Horse to punch. In the grand scheme of things, this is one of my more minor misclicks. Have we been in here? This is the... Oh yeah, this is where we went upstairs. I just missed the plant. A random detonator that I decided to pick up and push the button. Poor Brick. Oh, this one. Cutscene.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Oh, I can't get back out? Darn it. I was gonna go back for the big gun. How many of them are there? No! Flames! All the flames. I lit myself on fire.
Get ready for the shadow sting. Are they up top? I think they are.
Okay, where's the way up there?
Alert. Structural failure prevents access.
Got one right here.
Okay.
Alert. Area inaccessible. Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
The lighting makes it really difficult to see him.
That's the last of them.
Alert. HVAC structural failure.
Or not.
No!
Look out!
You have big guns, and I want them.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
But the loot! I'm not putting the big gun down this time either. Well, maybe I will. But I'm taking it with me when I leave so I don't get locked out without it, because that's a nice big gun. Can I get up there? There's loot there. Maybe later I can. Medical herbs.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
They give you a lot of health potions. It's okay, I don't need it. Okay, we are fully stocked on healing stuff. Yeah, if there's a cutscene, I might lose it. That's true. Sad, sad day. I'm gonna try, though. And I'm gonna take this one.
This'll do.
Because it is full on ammunition. And we've got a...
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. Ooh. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Full steam ahead. Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as the Hephaestus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are. Have confidence in yourself. You know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This, combined with your design for the AM Foundry Core and the Foundry Site Selection Plan, add up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail, consult with Iomide Okilo before you finalize the silo inventories. The first task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers Minerva will use to transmit the deactivation codes, so any exotic materials needed for the towers should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Yeah, that's gotta be first priority. Okay, that's the holo projector, I'm guessing.
I'll take this.
Alright. I hate to leave it, but even with my skill perk, we're walking really slow. This is going to be the same thing, right?
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots.
Wait, what? Normally it highlights it for me.
Except, it's not that simple. So...
Oh, hello, map.
You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition.
There it is. Okay. Wow, you weren't kidding about Gaia's predilection for animal morphologies. Sure, not totally unexpected given the rough natural terrain her bots will have to navigate, but I agree that there's something deeper going on here. Her designs aren't just functional. They feel almost like, well, tributes is the word that comes to mind, as though she's already mourning their loss, and not just for the disappearing fauna of our time, but creatures from the fossil record, too. References to megafauna in some of her designs. So cool. Well, whatever Gaia thinks up, Hephaestus will empower her to build it. I just wish we could still be around in a century or two to see what she makes.
Virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. A waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots.
I don't think I can turn that thing off, so...
Imagine from scratch.
Did I miss any other...
For any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So... Hephaestus isn't really the...
I don't think I missed any.
More like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software.
Ooh, that's the last I can make. I don't have enough, I don't have enough blaze to make more of my fire.
Fractal assembly and animal morphologies.
Thought that was one
Her
for a second.
designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started.
I'm taking it
Let's
with me.
do this.
I changed my mind. We didn't do anything to trigger the audio the first time, so I was afraid that it wasn't the same thing. Because it just happened automatically. I didn't touch the little thingy. Nothing over there. I'm probably not going to end up needing this thing, but just in case. Okay, now we're up top. See any data points? Ooh, there's one. Oh, but it's in that room. Okay, so we have to get over there. I can't scan it through the glass. Leaps.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
Okay.
More eclipse.
See?
Careful now.
Good thing I brought the big gun. The slow walk is worth it. There's a lot of them, too. I'm behind this wall, though. I don't think I can shoot through it. Plus, I'm going to the right up here, so maybe I don't have to kill them. Or maybe I do. Maybe I have to get down and then go over there. Nope, I can't go down. Not yet. Oh, is it gonna make me... Oh, man. It's gonna send me down one of these shafts, isn't it? Oh, no, it's a ramp. Haha.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Okay, this time I'm not going to touch the button. There's a data point here, though. Encapsulated DNA. Over the past 10 days, I performed an exhaustive review of data storage solutions, magnetic, optical, quantum, even that eternity tech that FAS was shilling a year or so ago, but every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings: too heavy to transport, too massive to install in the allotted space, too power intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure past 300 to 400 years, etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40 plus zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. There's still many details to finalize, of course. To start with, we need to select the inert material in which we'll embed the molecules, already testing 16 candidate materials, as well as design and fabricate the power systems and sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at negative 18 Celsius for 1,000 plus years. So long as I assure you that I didn't factor in to my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting, indeed propitious, that we will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. It's not just ironic, it's not just ironic, but heroic. Life is the hero beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much to do until next time. There's been a lot of reading. Words are hard. Can I get through this door? No. Oh, I can hop down here. Oh, I don't have to hop, it's stairs. I keep thinking I'm gonna have to jump, and it's just stairs. Apollo updates. Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of our procurement of a copy of the Homer archive from Far Zenith has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the outset, with attendant curricula development about to begin. Speaking of the heuristic curricula, they are performing well in testing, with children and adolescents demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and Aspasia Personae. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half of my professors had been so entertaining. I know, right? Too much Bethesda games lately, thinking I have to jump off of everything.
Here we go.
Okay, that one's up tall. Trying to preserve my ammunition. He's got a new one, though. Come this way, friends. I can't climb the ladder with my big gun. Come on.
That's the last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
But first, we loot. Ooh, this one talks.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth, and my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Big guns are better than big words. All right, let's see. These places can get confusing because there's a lot of stuff that's lit up, but it's not all like scannable lit up stuff. Kind of want the big gun again.
No, this thing is dangerous.
But I don't think I'm going to be able to bring it because I think we have to go back up. And this time I definitely jumped down. Wait, did I miss some loot over here? I did. Can I jump with my big gun? No. No, I cannot. Does this connect? Hopefully? It does. Let's see if going... Well, no, because going back up the stairs is just going to lead me back to that, like, hallway that I couldn't get through. That's not actually going to do anything. Now that I think through that a little bit more, it's not going to help. So how do I get up there? This thing was just a circle. Didn't connect to anything. See any bird poop ledges? Here. Alright. Bye, big gun. Back to fighting like a savage. Did I miss anything to scan up here? I don't think so. Okay, through the door.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, a spinning top that won't stop wobbling. And what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a pharaoh titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
I know I do this too. I do it all the time with my rhetorical questions as I'm thinking through what happens. But this guy has no patience for it. Like, none whatsoever. Also, of course, that guy was in charge of Hades that ruins everything. Hades Protocol. Okay. There's a lot of reading that's going to be this guy's. Tate here just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution to Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard, and it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too, so that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done its business. So had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for the wear. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulation after simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interference. Sneaky. I swear ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Okay. Noise complaints. Color me confused, Lizzie. Bashcore? Anyone who says the old TT codes of to Bashcore is straight up lying, and you know it. Old Trav don't have no truck with commercialized razzle-dazz, nuh-uh. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a liter of Citarum runoff than listen to Grey Swarm for 30 seconds. Hand to God and swear on my mama's grave, and she was religious. Now, is this just about music? Yeah, no. I'm not reading that whole thing, guys. It's just him complaining about the music. It's too much. Archive abuse. Okay. Mr. Tate, this mail concerns Apollo Archive submission, and then a number, your 666th submission in just 5 days. And oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings, re inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts for giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just one, but all 16 installments of Making a Millipede. Don't worry, the Pastellini material has already been preserved, extreme perhaps, but art. And 2, for clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself, the definition of obscenity. You have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance, I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Accordingly, I have directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of your future submissions, sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, oh, I don't know, your assigned work? We have a world to save after all, or the rest of us do anyway. 666 submissions in 5 days. This guy did have too much time on his hands, apparently.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset.
Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
These guys are so startling. Like, they come out of nowhere and I jump every time. Also, that explains Mother's Cradle, which is what the Nora worship. But how did they know that's what it's called? FZ Chambers. The ectogenic chambers arrived 2 days ago. I've spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentation. They're a revelation, astonishing. I don't know what you had to give Far Zenith in trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcomings. The risk of ECMO resolved. Nutrition delivery resolved. Hormonal stability resolved. 12 other risk areas resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand, but if the rest of FC's technology is at this level, well, a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours, then get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours. After I said that, it occurred to me that, like, Aloy knows that, and we have a focus. Maybe the Nora didn't say it like that. The Nora can't read.
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
Creepy would it be if there was like a baby in one. Alright, development of the artificial personate for cradle servitors, nurturer, disciplinarian, healer continues at a good pace. We are targeting Turing point 4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to codified behavior sets. The stimulus-driven switching of personae, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning our entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and healer. I have also attached the reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother personae intervened on a disciplinarian's behavior, a parental argument, if you will. Amusing on first glance, perhaps, but deeply concerning. I've attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings in Just Data Corrupted. Yeah, so that answers the baby question. It's like that movie. I've never watched it, but I've watched like a video recapping it where like there's a robot. Is it called Mother or something like that?
Full
There's
already.
like a robot in charge of a whole place of embryos. She raises one at a time. Cradle sealed. Eleuthia was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Pingback from crucial systems is good. For our maiden voyage, a success. Regards my disputes with the betas over zygote selection, of course I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans, but we can all agree there is margin for refinement in future cradle populations. Donk, in addition to personally overseeing completion of the Aletheia 2 site inside Mount Namuli, I will formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week. Okay, so is that everything? Scannable. Okay, I don't need a health potion. Okay, we're going up here. I think I've missed some. Like, if I look at my data points for this place, I missed some up here. Assuming they're going in order. Like, those might not have been in this place, but I've missed some early ones. We're doing good in these last couple, though.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Oh, that was a lovely jump. Good thing that wasn't a deep amount of water. Because with full confidence, I jumped and missed. No, I'm clearly hitting this direction. There we go. Nothing to scan. Lots to scan. Well, maybe not.
That would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
Okay.
Looks like it used to hold something. Some component that got removed.
I know. How far back do you think we would have gone? I would have been out.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Ooh, there it goes. Hey, Pat! Yes, Mother with Hilary Swank. That was the one. Okay. Wait, pry open door.
I'd have to ditch something.
Okay, let's look at her terminal. Odyssey has failed. Some terrible news, I'm afraid. Far Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species and earthly life. We must succeed. So is that why there's no Apollo? I wonder. It did say alpha builds. This is very orange. It's not something we can scan. This one is. Artemis status. It's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it. If those words can still mean anything. Had my sleeves rolled up negotiating with frozen zoos for their samples. So many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what-ifs more than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. We started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for a balanced and sustainable biosphere. Microorganisms and insects, rabbits and hawks, foxes and wolves, thousands more that will have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them, so they can return to a world that, this time, will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. There's already been too many too lates. We lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough in Myanmar. The samples we lost were irreplaceable. But thanks to you, the circle of life will bend, not break. The Earth was a lifeless rock before, and someday it will be again, but not now, not like this, not on our watch. So that explains why there's, like, gaps in the type of things that came back, because they, like, lost big chunks of stuff.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, or the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Uh-oh. Cutscene.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Do we get... Oh, this is Helis. Okay. We get to kill him? We discovered the truth of Zero Dawn. I got the achievement.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion.
Oh no,
of the
my
sun.
stuff.
Even when Jiran was murdered. Even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
So true, Russian. At least I didn't have to find my way back out of there.
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No, it wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't.
Those are bullets on his neck thing.
Failing troubled my thoughts. Haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be.
Yeah, we're gonna get dropped in that Coliseum of death.
And preordained.
You're a puppet.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings, a pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open the cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place. Exactly where it belongs.
I'm looking forward to killing this guy.
The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Needless slaughter.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus, such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile.
No!
So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
He broke our focus.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Oh man, I thought it was gonna be the regular thing.
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our
there
cause?
It is.
Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still.
They made it corrupted just for extra fun.
Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands.
Am I gonna get my stuff back for this? Like, obviously we're gonna have a way out of this.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. Well, my weapons are up on the platform, and there's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it. I wasn't built to take a behemoth's charge either.
Ooh, the rocks thing. How am I gonna use its strength against it? What is that referring to? Get my
That
weapons
makes a mess.
back. I have to get up there. How do I get up there? I mean, I'm gonna die here.
Getting ready to charge. That did it. One more pillar and that platform will come down.
Behind the pillars.
And my weapons with it.
Behind the pillars.
I should try luring the behemoth into the pillars. It's down.
Cutscene. Got it. Fully equipped. except for our focus.
Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it!
I mean, I'm still gonna need maybe some health potion here. Let's try some of these.
Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with his lift attacks.
I keep hitting control instead of shift. Like I was trying to aim. I did it again. I knocked off half of its head. Oh, it moved. Okay, we got stomped in return. That's okay. Yeah, we got a little corrupted.
Set it off.
What kind of arrow? I didn't hear what she said. No, he moved at like the last second. Really? We've knocked off so much of him that his body is like such a weird shape now. I still have to get out of here. They were freeze canisters. Yeah, look at the shock. Yeah, look at the shock.
Silence!
Yeah. Now what are you gonna do? Jump down here, one-on-one, you and me.
Shadows, kill her.
As if we're not going to be able to take these things out as well. I'm surprised we're still in this cutscene.
Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Yeah. Ooh. It's this guy! We got a horse!
Silence.
Ravagers! This is the hologram guy, Wander. That's the guy that's been hassling us through our focus this whole time. Hey, Luna!
Traitor!
Now we meet him in person. We didn't get to kill the guy. I waited that whole time to kill the guy.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Oh yeah, okay.
Too bad you wasted your time then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
Helis recognized you.
Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed my... who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right.
Really want to kill that guy.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus.
This guy's a creepy stalker.
Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess.
So if he learned everything from us, why isn't he just doing it himself? Well, I know the answer to that, because he doesn't have the DNA to open the door.
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy? It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the Sun Ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not going to tell me.
His focus is very glowy.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to.
Harsh.
Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who.
Yeah!
Level 41. one. And we are 4,000 meters away. All right, the closest campfire is right here. Nope, never mind. The closest campfire is right there.
Plant your feet. Steady.
Okay. Nope, get off the horse. That actually is fairly well timed. I was starting to get a little nervous that this was going to go too late because there wasn't really a way to save mid-battle. So I'm really invested in this and I really want to know the answer. I'm probably going to keep going with the main story next week. And then even once we solve it, we can go back and do like a bunch of the side quests and finish some of the collections. And just like, we still have to finish the DLC, but I really want to know what happens. So I think we're going to go back to, we're going to keep focusing on the main story next week too. But yeah. Lots of progress. We learned so much tonight. So many questions answered. Still lots more. But we'll be back to it next week. Tomorrow I'm back with, we're doing some Green Hell in the morning. There was a new update to that, so I'm going to be jumping in to try to survive in the jungle. And then, of course, more Starfield tomorrow night because I'm loving it and we got to do that. You can find the whole schedule on Discord. I've got an event section at the top of my Discord that I put in my schedule for the whole week if you're interested. Otherwise, the streams do get put on YouTube the day of. So if you enjoyed today's stream and you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss the next one. And until then, have a good one, everybody.